Hi there. Something a little different in the background. I am in Porto, Portugal. I've come to Europe for a month, and that is to attend Spiel Essen, which is a 4-day board gaming convention similar to Gen Con, but supposedly bigger than Gen Con. So I'm pretty stoked about that. But then things got expanded this way and that way, and I'm going to be spending about 10 days in Portugal, going to Germany for Spiel Essen, and spending another 10 days or so in Italy. So you got a nerd on the run is what you got. I think that's what I'm going to call this series. What I wanted to do was just kind of highlight in some of these cities I'm visiting some of the nerdier things to do, because those are the things I like to do. So today has been a tremendously long day. I woke up, drove 5 to 6 hours to get to Chicago, Illinois, flew to Lisbon, took a bus for 3 or 4 hours up to Porto. So it's been a long day. I don't sleep well on planes, so I didn't really sleep on the way over. So I haven't slept since yesterday. So I'm pretty tired. But I just kind of wanted to bring you up to speed about what I did first day in Porto. So I knew there was a place called Arena. Oh, I should have these in front of me. Let's see if I'm smart enough to pull it up on my phone. All right. There was definitely a place that I was targeting to go. It's a bit of a walk. It's 20 minutes from where I am, but it's called Arena Porto. I guess I should have been able to remember that because I had the arena already. The reason I had the arena is that it's Friday night. That's a big Magic night, at least used to be back in the day. So I was curious to see if there's any magic going on there, because supposedly it's the biggest game shop in Porto. So that was the destination. But before I arrived at my destination, this nerd on the run, okay, I won't do that. Feels forced. Okay. But I did find a kind of a bookstore. It is a bookstore. But the cool part about it is that it's got a lot of like comic books and just different fantasy stuff, but old stuff. I would say the specialty for this store is old stuff, and it was just around the corner. Ironically, just past the Sex Museum, but that's not what we're here for. My wife booked this place. It's not on me. Point being, it was just a store I was walking by, and there were some comics in the window, and it didn't have a lot of English language. There are some, you'll probably be able to see in the video in the background, some pretty cool Avengers, like anthologies, I think going way back. I was tempted to kind of spend some time. I was worried if I looked at them, I'd buy them. Because that's back when I was into comics, was like the 70s. So that would have been tempting, is to say the least. So I didn't look at them. But you can see there was a fairly large number of them, amongst other things. Even had a few models that were kind of cool. A lot of history books, especially foreign language history books. Obviously a lot of Portuguese, but there were other languages as well. Honestly, not a ton of English, but very cool stuff. And enough English that this largely English-speaking individual, I could probably, maybe, I don't even know if I could read German anymore. It's been 40 years. I guess we're going to find out when I go to Spiel Essen. Okay, so bumped into cool store. I don't know the name of it because I was just walking by, but you'll be able to see it. I'll put some pictures up that'll show it in case you're interested in finding it. And then I actually ran into another one of those stores in a different location on the way back. Looked almost exactly the same from the exterior, but I had my hands full. I bought some food to bring back to my Airbnb, and so I didn't go in because I didn't know how I was going to be able to manage it, and I was hungry. I'm usually hungry. That's probably why I have the proportions that I do. Okay, and then I did make it to, come on, you've got this. I want to say Magic Porto, but it's not. Shoot, what's it called? Arena Porto. Which, coincidentally, did have Magic players in the basement, as you'll be able to see. Really nice store, not bad size. Like the main part is probably smaller than like the big stores near me, but it had a very nice gaming area in the basement that was pretty much just for gaming. They weren't selling much down there. I mean, and you could tell, like I'm sure you'll be able to hear in the videos, like some of the ambiance, even upstairs, you could hear people having a really good time downstairs. I only saw Magic being played, but keep in mind, I was there before 5 o'clock on a Friday. So if there was more happening, we'll find out. I might go back there. But I wanted to post one of these in case someone had a suggestion, hey, if you're in Porto, you ought to do this. So we're going to get this out fairly quickly and just kind of, hey, this is what a nerd does when he travels. Honestly, so one of the other things I was thinking is I like history a lot, and that's probably one of the reasons I like that bookstore a lot. It wasn't just the comics and that sort of thing, but in the science fiction, good science fiction in there, especially if you like the old stuff, and really unique stuff I the type of thing you don't even think about from the old days, being like the 50s and 60s, and then you go in there, you're like, oh, I kind of remember that, or I heard about that, but I've never seen that. Really neat stuff. But I like history quite a bit, and part of my nerdism, and one of the reasons I like Europe so much, is that things are old and cool. They like parts that got bombed out in World War II. I lived in some of those parts. They were less ancient, if you will, built since the 50s. But older areas like Porto, I imagine to be very, very beautiful and appealing to my nerdism. But I had heard Porto described as gritty, and I think that's a really good description of it. It reminds me a lot of Athens. Graffiti. So I live in rural America. People don't graffiti because they probably get shot. So, and that's a hypothetical. I don't know that that's why there's no graffiti, but there's no graffiti. So here there's graffiti. Some of it's cool, most of it's not. I would actually say percentage-wise, less of it's cool than Athens. Athens seemed to have higher quality graffiti. So I definitely get why someone would describe Porto as gritty. I will say I never once felt even remotely unsafe. And now I was just out in the daytime today. I'm going to bed early because I didn't sleep last night at all. But I never felt unsafe. To me, it's gritty in that sort of lived in big city. It feels bigger than it is. Athens is, I believe, a lot bigger than Porto, but they feel similar size. And the streets are real narrow with like narrow sidewalks, and there's no parking spaces like at all. So people just park on the sidewalk. So wandering around town isn't quite the relaxed walking experience that I prefer. Now, I will say, as I got closer to what I think is the Old Town City Center area, some really nice pedestrian malls started popping up. And I'll give a shout out to the bakeries. Maybe I'll throw a picture in here of some of the food that I wandered upon. I do like my gluten. There's a lot of good smelling, good looking food to be had in Porto, and that is another thing that I like a lot. Most of my sins and vices are caloric at this stage in life. Okay, so greetings from Porto. Nerd on the Run. I know I said I wouldn't do it again, but that didn't feel as forced. I wasn't trying to squeeze it into another sentence. I was just saying that this is a Nerd on the Run episode. You don't care. Have a great day, great life. Play great games, even though we didn't play any great games right here. I didn't even buy anything, but I'm going to Spiel Essence. I don't want to, spend my money before I get there. So I probably won't buy anything in Portugal, unfortunately, because there's cool stuff. There were some cool things at that store that I can never remember the name of, but there was Arena Porto had some really good games, a really good collection of both the popular games, but also some that I had never seen before, and that's pretty impressive given the events that I go to, like Spiel Essen or Gen Con and that sort of thing. I'm not saying I'm a board game expert, but there were a lot of games there that were new to me, and one in particular was really tempting, but then I saw the price tag was €140. That's easy for me to pass on. Okay, I said I was going to be done. Hope you're having a great day, great life, and playing great games. Like, comment, subscribe, especially if you like this nerd on the run type things. I'm going to be on the run for 30 days. So if you give me the thumbs up on this one, or let me know you like it in the comments, we'll keep them coming. Bye.